So we got some relationships that are in turmoil. You know, June came in kind of hot.
Yeah, it did.
We got Remy and Pat. We got Cardi and Offset. And as of late, we got Trump and Elon. That's the one I'm most interested in. Damn, now we done seen that show before. I want in with the two with 4-5 and Tesla. That's what I want to see. But before we get to them,
okay,
let's start with Remy and Pat. And I don't even care about the business, cuz
I don't.
This time and time again, this is why you keep your business private. I don't know how many times we got to say it. I don't know how many examples we need to see. It plays itself over and over every time. And we don't fail them every time. We only care about the juice. We only care about the turmoil. All that black, and I'm here for all the black love. And at one point, that's who they was following. That's who they was championing.
Yeah.
And rightfully so.
Yeah.
Because you know the story. Hey, my man held it down and she came out and got the bag back, got back on top, reached her prime and all of that. It was a hell of a story. Beautiful daughter, But then life gets a hold of things. Whatever you want to include in life. And then the I want to say the rise and fall.
The rise and fall. That's
the rise and fall.
We go with rise and fall.
And we always seem to gather around for that fall.
Yeah.
For that fall.
Yeah.
That's why all this, we can give us too, we can give all the advice in the world. You have to do what works for you at the end of the day. Man, we could sit out here and hold up a blueprint to the key to happiness. At the end of the day, you still have to do what works for you. And you never know what's going on with these people behind the scenes. So before we get to propping them up and making them relationship goals, and we start trying to take what seemingly is working for them and apply it to our life, you got to understand. You don't know behind the scenes, man. You don't understand the behind the scenes. What works for them may not work for you. You have to get to know your own person. You have to study that person. You have to learn that person. And then y'all make adjustments, man. Stop being we so quick to be public on these internet streets just to show people, hey, look, I have a person. And look what we doing. We taking trips. Oh, look at us. We out on and then you go, when you disappear for 4 months, we know why you went away for 4 months. So then after the 4 months, because you ain't healed, you just took a little sabbatical from the online, and then you try to slide back in on some, hey y'all, hey, nah. Where you been? Let us in on it. But then you don't want to share that part. Keep your business off the internet. And I feel bad. I'm gonna say that because because it's all entwined once we talk about Cardi and all that. But go ahead.
So I'm gonna take a slightly different angle on it.
Please.
What I need y'all not to do is quit taking sides on these internet beefs. You don't know these people. And the one thing I know for sure, two things I know for certain, is what goes on between two people is between those two people. When we close the doors of our bedroom or we close the door of our house, we are different fucking people. I don't care how nice they seem in public or in person, or I met them and they would never. You met them one time.
I didn't get this vibe from them.
Yeah, this person is with them every fucking day. And another relationship that we're going to add in there for the young folks, for the younger folks, because I sounded old when I said the young folks. I hate when people say the young folks and they not that old. But for the younger folks, that DDG and Holly Bailey situation. Y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all don't know what's going on either way. You don't know what's going on. Quit taking sides and then having whole arguments and think pieces on why Cardi ain't shit, on why Stephon Diggs ain't shit, on why Offset's bad person, on why Pap should have made more money, on why Remy played with him. You don't know these people. Watch, try to learn, but stay the fuck out of it. Stay the fuck out of it. You don't know what's going on. And the one thing y'all do, and it never fucking fails, y'all be interjecting y'allselves like y'all was right there. Like, I'll be seeing 3 and 4 and 5-part series.
Oh, yeah.
Cause see, in 2017, this has, you don't know what's going on between two people in their relationship. To Cuzzo's point, if they're doing something that works for them, you don't know if people have an open relationship. You don't know if people have agreed to certain stipulations in their relationships. You don't know if they have a third person in. You don't know if they just together for the money or just together for... You don't know. So stay the fuck out of people's business. Mind the business that pays you. Mind your own black business, what I like to say. Mind the business that pays you. And stay out of them folks' business, because I promise you're going to get disappointed at every turn. You're going to get disappointed. Because the more and more I watch them do the lives against each other, the more I was just looking like, well, goddamn.
Word.
Well, God, I didn't need to know none of this.
Word.
And that's another thing. Look, you look corny when you start telling the business of the person that you was with. I know you be using it as a gotcha moment. Like, you trying to use it as, this person ain't really what they seem.
Hey, but you know what, cuz it never comes off that way to me.
Fucking nuts.
It never comes off that way to me.
Because you was with this person. So I saw some shit with Jazzy Faye and his ex-wife. And Jazzy Faye, I guess he uses like cups to pee. And he don't go to the bathroom. But why did I need to know that?
Yeah.
I could have went my whole day without knowing that.
Life. Life.
I didn't need to know that.
Yeah.
But you want to be popular on the internet. Your favorite music producer that's ATL bound and had some hits with some, like, she basically described it down to where there was nobody else that you was like, it's Jazzy Faye. You're talking about Jazzy Faye.
Yeah.
Y'all look crazy when y'all tell the business.
It don't because for me, it don't do the damage. It don't do the damage that you think it does. Not. Honestly, it just makes you look. It puts you in a poor light, honestly, because it's like you dealt with all of that.
Yeah.
Now your feelings hurt. Now let me pull the curtain back and expose everything. So what?
Now puts his thing. Yeah. Now he dig little.
Yeah.
Nah, he ain't shit. Nah, he digging his nose when he watching the baby. Now all these things come out because you mad at him. That's corny.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I don't agree with a lot of things that Aubrey says, but Aubrey says something that was very, very G. Now, maybe you heard it from somebody, but this line is classic when he was talking to Conway.
Who said it?
Aubrey.
Oh, okay.
Drake.
Okay.
Better
I didn't hear her name at first.
He said, the chick was gonna tell me something about a rap nigga. I said, baby, it's more attractive when you hold it down. It is. It's more attractive when you hold it down. It's more attractive if I never know. That? He said that. He said it to Common too. So it was in that Stay Scheming verse.
Okay. And
it really was like, ouch, because he's right. I don't want to know about another nigga. I don't care.
That's a fact.
I don't want to know about another chick. I don't care. They don't put no money in my pocket. Yeah. They don't. The things that we even discuss on this here, on our platform, we discuss it to illustrate points. And just to discuss it from a cultural standpoint. But as far as the ins and outs and the specifics, and on this day they said this, and on that day he did, I don't care. Learn from this. All we're telling you is quit putting these folks on a pedestal like they ain't human beings. They are. And every human being has something good and bad about them. Everyone. Some shit that's ugly, some shit that they never want you to know, or some shit that they're not proud of. So until you can clean out your own closet and walk out and be able to say, hey, I'm squeaky clean, look at me. Hey man, stay out of them folks' business like that and start taking sides and get on here and bro, it was so many of y'all on that DDG shit that was talking about postpartum depression. Like you know. Like you have a fucking clue.
It may be a few women out there that
dudes. That's my point. It was dudes. Right. If the women's talking about it, That's one thing if you went through it. But they was talking about it on the set. So what happened was on the DG situation, so of course she was like, he was abusive, he did all this shit. And then his fire back was, I went to court and I got like 155-page documents and texts and whatever that's showing that she abused me too. That she had knives and she was going to kill herself and all this other shit. And then women were like, yeah, she just had a baby. She was being abused. She was going through postpartum. The men's counter was, that shouldn't make you do the shit that you do postpartum, because I looked it up. I know the symptoms and signs. No, the fuck you don't, sir. You're not a gynecologist.
Yeah.
You're not even a doctor. You didn't pass 12th grade biology. Sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up. That ain't for you to know. And it damn sure ain't for you to know to defend a nigga on the internet who you don't know. Like, they literally became doctors all of a sudden so they could defend his behavior or her behavior when you don't know what happened between. Throw Meg and Tori in there too. You don't know what happened.
I'm sick of that.
I'm sick of it. Because every other week this nigga innocent. Every we got you this week.
Well, it's the hope factor because of
bam.
Yeah.
It's like, but you still with the jail. Like and then the Meg's teams, he presented that in trial and it didn't work. He's still in jail. Like my point is, the taking side stuff is corny, y'all, and all it does is divide us. Look at it for what it is. Take it as entertainment, but don't take it personally, because just like you don't know their lives, they don't know yours.
I think we just take it too far.
Yeah, we do.
Like, you could have your opinion about it. Hell, you can even take a side. But when you start taking time out your day to come up with a manuscript and you trying to put together evidence and exhibit A and exhibit B, like,
that's what I'm talking about. Like, people are taking, like,
that's,
people
yeah.
are creating podcasts off of this.
Yeah, that's too much. That's too much.
Let me show you why Remy wasn't shit.
Yeah.
Chapter 1,
now,
verse 2. Like,
now, I'm gonna say this. I don't like how, and
Okay.
I'm a little disappointed in some of the women out here.
Okay.
I don't like how, if y'all want us to believe that y'all don't have, that some of y'all don't have a problem with accountability, well, when it's a time to display that you don't have a problem with accountability, I need you to show it. You can't keep saying, no, we don't have a problem with it, and then when it's time to exhibit that, you do the opposite. Because that's how we got in this place. That's how we got in this situation with the country. Everybody was like, nah, he stink, he sucked. But then when it was time to show the world how we felt about him, you voted him in. But that's another story.
For another day.
I don't like how they skipped over. I feel like they let the internet streets let Remy off the hook.
Yeah.
And went right to Cardi. Fuck him, girl. Fuck him.
Yeah.
But they didn't give Remy her due in social media with the court. She didn't get that social media justice.
No, she didn't.
I felt like it was a whole lot of this. But then Cardi and my man started going through their thing, seemingly because Offset seems to be the villain in this particular scenario. Now it's like, let's go. I don't like that.
Oh,
because if the same way we get grilled, hold other men accountable. Y'all always look the other way when there's other men. Y'all don't hold men. Neither do y'all.
Yeah, we know that though. But this isn't new.
But my point is,
go ahead. I'm gonna let you cook now.
When it's time to display it,
let's go.
Display it.
Let's go.
I haven't seen, and hey, my internet world is small, but
mine is rather large.
But I see a lot of things.
Yeah, mine is rather large.
I normally see damn near everything. I ain't seen nobody. I'm sorry because we been specific. I haven't seen too many women going, "Hey, Remy ain't shit for that. Remy, how dare you?" Or whatever. They just scooted that particular, and we like juice and beef and drama. So no, but it wasn't favorable. So let's scoot them to the side. Bring on the 8-time offender, Offset, and bring on the victim, Cardi B.
Oh, yeah.
And let's just focus on that.
Oh, it was a classic distraction tactic.
Famo.
They do it all the time.
Famo.
When they lose an argument.
Oh, famo. I don't
But
like
your
it.
friend ain't shit. What? Huh? What? You were clearly losing.
Mm-hmm.
She was clearly in the wrong.
Mm-hmm.
She was clearly in the wrong. He got tapes. He got evidence.
I don't like that.
He had tapes. He listen to this. He blackmailed her.
I don't like that.
And they was like, you know, Offset ain't shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but that ain't who we talking about at the moment. Because I don't like it. I don't like it. But keep your business off these internets, man. I know it looked good. It looked good holding hands and showing pictures of food and
having every
one
trip
hand on your
yeah.
thigh and, you know, him taking shots, drinking shots out your cheeks. I get it. It look good.
It does.
But
until it don't.
Until it
don't. Then we got questions because you didn't let us into the relationship. So now we feel like we're a part of it. So now when I see you.
Now you want to be private.
Where Gerald at?
Yeah.
Where Gerald?
Yeah.
What happened to Gerald? Gerald was a good man. You don't even know Gerald. But Gerald was a good man. Gerald was a good man. Girl, what you do to that good man? Girl, where Gerald at? Girl, what you do to Gerald?
Hey.
And then you get irritated.
And then you
get tired of hearing about fuck that nigga and fuck everything that he stand for. Because you don't know Gerald like that. And it's like, yeah, we did. I saw the 67 pictures that you posted of him feeding you grapes.
All the memes. My man.
And again, I'm not saying you can't love your man. I'm not saying that you can't be proud of your man. I'm not saying that you shouldn't gush over your man. I'm just saying when you bring it to this here internet streets, people feel like they're entitled to you in your relationship, as opposed to keeping it private and just I say it all the time, Grant Hill and Tamia.
And again, it's a difference between private and secret.
Yep.
There is a difference. So I don't want to hear you. It's being serious. There's a difference between keeping it private and being secretive.
Yeah, because the people that you love know, and that's all the people that need to know.
That's it. That's it.
And they already been with Chris Tucker forever. Oops. People that need to know. People that don't.
Come on, dog.
Keep folks out your business.
Come on.
Keep them out your business.
So it was a picture floating around. Somebody put together a side-by-side picture of Offset and Cardi's son and Stefan Diggs with the same hairstyle,
with the same,
right? Braid pattern or whatever. And I don't know how real all of this is, but that was the picture. And then allegedly, Offset responded and was like, now see, you know, playing with people's kids.
Yeah, get you smoked.
And I heard some people like all over her hairstyle. Yeah, all over her hairstyle. All over her hairstyle.
Go there.
All over her hairstyle.
Go there though. Get there, go there.
It's not about the hairstyle. It's about what it represents. Because now, I don't care if I cheated on you 100 times. Don't bring our kids into this. Or don't use our kids to poke a jab at me.
As leverage.
That's another ball game. Because as much as we always talk about men and their egos and their pride and all of that, you can't bother that to a certain degree. I don't care how wrong he is. And again, I'm not siding with him. But leave the kids out of it. You could poke. It's a many ways you can get at him or irritate him without bringing the children, without getting the kids involved.
Yeah. It's the petty,
just post y'all together.
It's the pettiest of the petty.
Yeah, all that stuff y'all used to do when y'all was together. He recording little short videos, you popping that thing in the bubble bath and all that. Do all of that with him, and then show us, but show him too. If you want to get at him, hey, don't bring the kids into it, dog. And I seen people like, over some kids, you gonna crash out? Yes, over some kids, because it's not I don't care about the hair. It's about what it represents. It's about what you're trying to do. Just like I wouldn't have been mad if, I don't know if I'd have been I don't know what type of father he is. But when and this is going all the way back. I don't even want to talk about, but this is going all the way back when Ciara and Russell, when
I was thinking that
my
that's
my
what I was
man
thinking.
was on the,
what I was
and
thinking.
then Jay-Z made a line out of it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Nigga playing with your son like Future. Nigga playing with your son. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Leave the kids out of it. Leave the kids out of it. Niggas will crash out over their children, and then don't let it be a nigga who already looking for a reason to crash out, and you give him one. Oh, he's gonna take it every time. Leave the kids out of it. That's all I'm saying. You can do what you want to do, but everything has an action. Everything has a consequence for it. Every action has a consequence. I said it's all fun and games until it ain't. It's all now. I ain't saying on some macho. I don't think he can do nothing with Stefan.
Probably not.
But if I know I can't do something, I know some people who can. And I got the money to make it happen. It's how far you want to go with it. So what I'm saying, the options are, you don't take that road and you don't know what's on the end of it.
Right.
Because it can go either way, and you can't tell me how to react.
No.
I can't tell you how to react. I can't disrespect you and be like, hey, you can get some payback, cuzzo, but don't slap me. Yeah. Nah, nigga, you can't tell me how to. This is my payback.
It's a movie. One of my favorite actors, comedic actors of all time, just to bring some light and levity to it, but it illustrates this point exactly. It's called The Campaign with Will
Ferrell
and
Galifianakis.
Yep. What'd he do?
It is, yo.
What'd he do? He had a commercial where he was like, "You can call me daddy. Go ahead." He was with his son. He was with Will Ferrell's son, Will Ferrell's character's son. And he was like, "Your daddy ain't been here. You can call me daddy. Go ahead. Call me daddy." And he was like, "Dad." And he was like, "I unofficially approve this message." And Will Ferrell crashes out. "You get my son to call you daddy, comma, I fuck your wife." And that's what he did.
He did.
That's how serious it is.
Word.
That's how serious it is.
Word.
He said, end of the book, I fuck your wife. And he did. And he videotaped it. It's that serious for us. It's that real for us. Don't play the tit for tat game. Don't applaud the tit for tat game. It ain't cute. It ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? There has to be some type of respect when we have kids together. Mm-hmm. Has to. Mm-hmm. Because we gotta co-parent these kids, whether we love each other, like each other, get along or not. We still gotta be in these kids' lives. And if that's the case, then there has to be a level of respect that we maintain for each other. When you start to cross that, nothing good is gonna come of it. Nothing good is gonna come of this.
Ever.
There's no, light at the end of this rainbow to where it's go, oh, okay, nope. Stakes get higher.
Yep.
Stakes get higher.
Yeah.
And when you're dealing with two rich niggas, stakes can get real, real fucking high. Because I'm telling you, it's two things people go to war over. It's a bunch of other things, but it's two things for sure people go to war over. Money and women. Money and women.
Because
will get you at war every time. When I say war, I mean lives lost. War. So don't play with the family. No children. No. Stay away from that because it gets too personal. And when it gets that personal, I'm no longer in my right mind, and I'm gonna react like I'm not in my right mind.
Yeah.
So we don't want that. I don't want to see it. So it's
not worth it.
Let's get the kids up out of here.